Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the lesson 5 separation of substances. In this chapter, beta, we are ready with full of too many activities. You are ready? Yes, students, we are ready. Then, beta, first you go in the kitchen. Okay, have you gone? You have taken position? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Listen to me. Beta, you have to collect the substances that are made up of only one type of particle. Only one type of particle. You have to collect the substances which are made up of only one kind of particles. May I give you clue? Yes, ma'am. Okay. For example, you can see sugar. Take sugar into one bowl. 4 spoons sugar you can take. Then see its particle. Sugar contains only one type of particles. Only sugar particles are there in the sugar. Okay, in this way you have to collect any 5 materials, any 5 substances. Start collecting. Start. Very good. Very good. Second material collect. Third material. Yes. Fourth material. Yes. Now fifth material. Have you collected? Keep it on the table. Mention them. Send to me which materials you have collected. You can draw picture, you can make video, whatever you want to do, but send to me these 5 particles and write down pure particles, pure substances. The substances which are made up of only one type of particles are called pure substances. Okay, in it pure substances you can take water also, liquid also. Water is made up of only water particles. Okay, only one kind of water. Okay, now you have to collect such substances beta now which are made up of 2 or more particles. Which are made up of 2 or more particles. Ready? Yes. May I give you clue? Yes, ma'am. Clue though. Beta, you eat namkeen. In some namkeens you see 2, 3, 4 even different types of namkeens are mixed together. Okay, it means the substances that are made up of 2 or more particles. 2 or more particles. Now you have to collect. You can mix also. You can mix 2, 3 pulses together. It becomes a mixture. Now you have to collect 4, 5 things. Okay, collect, start collecting. Good, very good, very good. 1 material you have collected. Yes, next second, next third. Yes, next fourth, next fifth. Very good. Now keep it on the table. Separate side. Oh, good. Now beta see. You have collect the mixture also. You have collect the pure substances also. But in the mixture, you see there are some mixtures in which components are distributed uniformly and can't be seen clearly, are called homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous. You take half glass of water, in it add 1 spoon of salt. Now where the salt particle has gone? You are able to see salt particle? No, ma'am, we are not able to see salt particle. Where they have gone, beta? Salt particle get mixed in the water uniformly. If you will drink 1 sip, you also feel salty, same. In the second sip, you also feel the same. Or you will not feel the same. In 1 sip, you will feel more salty. In 1 sip, you will feel less salty. Is it so? No, ma'am. So it means salt particles are distributed uniformly all over the water. It is known as Homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means the mixture in which the components are distributed uniformly. Components are distributed uniformly and cannot be seen clearly. You have seen salt particles are distributed uniformly in the water. So it is known as homogeneous mixture. Example you have collected also, mixture of salt dissolved in water. In the same way you can dissolve sugar also. Okay, now beta, you take one glass of water, another take glass and fill it half with water. Now add 1 spoon of mustard oil in it. You know mustard oil? Okay, very good, you know, intelligent. Add 1 spoon of oil, any oil you can add. Mustard oil, sunflower oil, whatever vegetable oil you can take in which your mother cook food. Any type of oil, okay, you can take. Add in it 1 spoon. Now look carefully, observe carefully what you are able to see. मैम लेयर फॉर्म हो गई. किसकी लेयर फॉर्म हो गई? ऑयल की. ऑयल फॉर्म से सेपरेट लेयर ऑन द वाटर. वेरी गुड. इट मीन्स यू आर एबल टू सी oil separate, water separate, 2 layers. It means it is an heterogeneous mixture. It is an heterogeneous mixture. The mixture in which the components are not distributed uniformly and can be seen clearly. You are able to see clear. Oil layer, water layer are called heterogeneous mixture. Example, you have done with your hands, mixture of oil and water. Okay? Yes, beta. You have taken salt and you have added salt in the water. What do you call the salt? Salt is known as solute. Salt is known as solute. So how do you define this salt? Who will tell to me? The substances which we add into the water, that is known as salt, that dissolves. The substance that dissolves is called solute, and the water in which solute dissolved is called solvent, and the resulting mixture in which solute and solvent both mix together is known as solution. So what happens when we add salt to the water and mix it? What happens to the salt? Salt disappears because salt dissolves in water. So what do you call salt here? The salt substance that dissolved is called solute, and the water, the substance in which the solute dissolves, is called solvent, and the resulting mixture is called solution. On Saturday we have to do all these activities. You have to be ready. Okay beta, today you have to do, and on Saturday we all activities will do together. Be ready for that. Already we have done the substances that dissolves in water completely are called soluble substances. Examples, sugar, salt, glycerin are soluble in water. Whereas the substances that do not dissolve in water, what do you call? They are called insoluble substances. Examples, sand, chalk powder, oil are insoluble in water. So now be ready with one more activity. Very interesting beta, very interesting. Again take one glass. You have taken into your hand. Very good. Fill it half with water. You have filled? Good. Now add 1 spoon of salt in it. Add. Are you able to see? No ma'am, we are not able to see. It get mixed with the water. Now add another spoon of salt in it and stir with the help of spoon. Yes, now tell. It get mixed. Yes, ma'am. It also get mixed with the water. Now add third spoon of salt in it. Add. Yes, where it has gone? Ma'am, it also has dissolved in the water, mixed with the water. Okay, very good. Now add one more spoon of salt. Fourth, are you able to see the salt particle? Yes, ma'am, we are able to see the salt particle. Why? How it is possible? You are saying that salt is soluble in water. Now you are able to see salt particle in the water. It means now salt is not dissolving in water after 3 spoons. It means your water has now become saturated water. Now how you can define this saturated water? Solution is said to be saturated, in which no more solute can be dissolved. Again listen, a solution in which no more solute can be dissolved is called a saturated solution. Is called a saturated solution. Good, very good. Now beta, if we want that this 4 spoon of salt also get dissolved, then what we have to do? Think about it. Think. Good, very good. Okay, you are raising your hands. Yes, give me the answer. Ma'am, if we will heat this water, is this saturated solution, then this salt will also dissolve. Very good. Excellent. It is possible to dissolve more solute in saturated water upon heating. The solubility of a solute in a given solvent increases with heating. The tendency of a solute to dissolve in a given liquid at a given temperature is called its solubility. It means solubility of a substance in hot water is more than in the cold water. So can you tell me what are other factors by which you can dissolve this salt? Yes, that increases the solubility of a solute in water. But first you have told me by heating we can dissolve. Then second, stirring. If you will stir, then also it will dissolve fastly. Then third factor, increase in the amount of the solvent. If we will take more water, then our solid will dissolve. So there are 3 factors by which we can increase the solubility of a solute in a solvent. That are increase in temperature of the solvent, increase in the amount of the solvent, you can take more water. Then third point is stirring. By stirring we can dissolve in it. Here in this picture what you are able to see. You have to do this page. You can do yourself. First, in the first picture you are able to see tea leaves are there in the pot. Then what you have to do? You have to think. Then you have to suggest method how you can separate these tea leaves from the water. How you can separate this yellow and green split peas. Then you don't like cloves in the pulao. When you eat the pulao, you don't like cloves. Then you take cloves in by your hand. I have told you, beta. Then again listen and do. Then fourth, bran from the wheat flour. How you can separate these? Think about it. Today you have to think and fill this page, and then tell to me. Then tomorrow we will discuss about that. How we can separate the two substances together. What are the methods of separation? Tomorrow we will discuss about that. That's all. Thank you.